this on EA Sports. No bigger stage than this one. Sold out MetLife Stadium, located just outside of New York City. But just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game. And we got a great one in store, as it'll be the Los Angeles Rams taking on the New York Giants. The fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round. We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. First play from scrimmage, Stafford. That's caught. It's Sam Laporta. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Just one catch for him last week in the wild card win, but getting involved early here and picks up the first.
A gain of 16 yards. First down, Los Angeles.
Out of the gun, Stafford. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
I thought at first he'd try to run, but he just kept buying time to his right. Finally, nothing there. He wisely gets rid of it.
To the air again, Stafford. He'll swing this out to Dobbins. And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first.
A gain of 7. It's 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Stafford. He'll get this complete to the rookie first-round pick. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. So the drive stays alive after the 4th down conversion. 1st and 10 inside the 30. They'll run for the first time with J.K. Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
But they're certainly not neglecting their run duties as well as they ate up the blockers in front and allowed the secondary to get home.
Stafford. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. That's already the 3rd time they've looked his way on this opening drive. He's caught 1 of the 3.
That doesn't mean they won't continue to go in that direction. It feels like they think they've got something good going there, and they think those numbers are going to increase.
Stafford now to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And the Giants are going to take possession as they got it at the 42-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And, look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
Throwing his dart. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch in these playoffs. Now a first carry here for the running back. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Throwing from the gun here, Dart. Will get that to his tight end, Theo Johnson. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle is going to be made at the Rams' 29-yard line.
And the Giants, first down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
Here's Dart. Oh, a poor throw there, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, we saw plenty of that during his much-heralded college career. He parlayed that into becoming a first-round selection. And now here he is making interceptions in the National Football League.
And this is a guy that has all the physical tools, but the thing that sets him apart is what he's got between his ears. And that's the sixth sense for knowing where the football is going. Just an excellent play there to create the turnover. And a smart play there. He's probably saying, I wish I would have done that on the last drive instead of throwing the interception.
Stafford. Complete. This is Mitchell. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. 22 yards there, a first down.
Alert! 1st and 10 at the 40.
Throwing to Stafford. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. A shotgun snap for Stafford. That's caught. Puka Nacua.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out in the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 41.
Intercepted. The Giants take over 1st and 10 at their own 41-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense?
And he will take it all in for a Giant touchdown. Jalen Hyatt, 58 yards. And the Giants are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And not much happening on the return as they get this to about the 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hit the crowd of gold. First, do no harm. And right now, they're coming themselves a long way.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. So another incompletion there. He's hitting on fewer than half his pass attempts in this one, and that is not a winning formula.
Yeah, so let's make sure we give a little bit of credit to the defense here. They're giving him a lot to think about, a lot of different looks, and he seems a little bit confused trying to complete passes.
Here's Stafford. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Slot man moves right. To throw is Stafford. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Almost feels like anything you can do, we're going to try and match or do better. We've already seen one touchdown pass from the opposition. They tried to equal it on that throw.
He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 3.
The Rams with the football here to begin the second quarter, as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
250. Stay 50.
Again, it's Stafford. He'll try to pick it up himself. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They snap it to Stafford. He'll let this go for Adams. It's caught inside the 25. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
Rams, 1st down. 38 yards on the play.
Back to throw, Stafford. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
You can tell they wanted to get that ball downfield, but they had nothing working in the secondary, so he dropped it off to the running back. That one ended up incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Stafford looks to throw again. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Now it's Stafford. He'll try and do this himself. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Really good coverage all over the field. It took away his intended read and almost dared him to try for his guy out of the backfield. No surprise on that one. It doesn't connect.
These playoff games have a tendency to be tight. You have to wonder if that missed field goal could haunt him later.
Yeah, we're always looking for the key plays, right? The ones that we're going to magnify. Usually those happen in the second half or later in the game. This might be the key play of the game showing up here in the first half.
Off the RPO, he completes it. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive. 17 yards and a 1st down.
41-yard line.
To throw, Dart. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and that'll be 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
To the air, Dart. Now he's going to step up and run. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. The big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
Well, he worked his way quite a bit in this first half, and with good reason. You can see it there. He is such a handful defensively, just too hard to keep him under wraps, and delivers a big play here for this offense.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Here's 2nd and 7.
Here we go, set. Cougar 19. Hey.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. 3rd and 5.
It's a gain of 2.
Let's go.
Brings up 3rd and 5.
Now Dart. And that is caught. He's got it for a giant touchdown. Theo Johnson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Giants go up by 2 touchdowns.
You got to figure down by the goal line. This is where a tight end earns his money in the high traffic area. And he's able to work free in the middle of the end zone and grabs that one for a touchdown.
The try here for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Extra score, Giants 14. Rams 0.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be out of bounds across the 25.
First down team at their own 28-yard line.
The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag is down. This could possibly be a push-off. Now Stafford. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. It's a big play, yet amazingly, because of how far they had to go, they're still looking at a 2nd down here.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Loose inside the 30. Inside the 10. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Giants touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be out of bounds here just past the 20-yard line. Offense ready to go for their next drive. And this, you'd hate to say that a drive in the first half must end in points when you're down 21-0. They're going to have to get something going fairly quickly.
I would agree totally with that, because if you're going to mount the comeback, it's going to have to come in bits and pieces. It doesn't just all come at one time, right? We haven't seen anything more than a 6-point touchdown ever in this game, right? So that's how it has to be done. Get points on the board now. Start your comeback. But you're exactly right. Let's get it going right here in this spot.
Here's Stanford. Pass complete there to the clear. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Ready. Middle. Red 80. 32.
Well, Stafford. And the giant rush gets home as down he goes. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. A give up the middle to Doubtins. Dancing away at the 35. And he will finally be taken down at the Giants' 29-yard line. That one good for 33 and a first.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Stanford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Davante Adams, 29 yards. And the Rams get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point attempt to follow here. It's up, it's good, and that'll cut the lead to 21-7. Kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 35-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And just inside of a minute left, Charles. They got a pretty long field ahead of them. I'm curious to see how they play this, but you would think definitely enough time to at least try to get 3 out of this.
Yeah, you want to build with a nice sense of pace. You want to up the tempo a little bit, but you have to do it with some poise as well. You don't want to go so fast that you hurry yourself into mistakes. There's enough time to put points on the board if they do it right.
And even though they have the lead, you know that they would love to extend this lead before heading to the locker room. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Pass taken in by his big tight end. The Giants going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
18 Cardinal. Go.
Throwing again is Dart. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And that is incomplete. They're going for a receiver there. Already has 1 touchdown in this first half. A second one not to be.
I like where their headspace is, though. I mean, I really like the thought process, right? You got a guy who's already scored 1, right? You want to go back to him, continue the hot hand, and make them adjust to you defensively. I like what they were trying to get done, even though they weren't successful.
Movement there on the offensive line, a little quick, and a 5-yard penalty. Maybe anticipating a blitz, and they jumped.
Yeah, and if we saw it, you know that they saw it. The bad guys might have been coming on that play. Had to pick them up, and they jumped.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long.
Dart going to look to throw here.
Open man, that's Malik Neighbors. Now the Giants will use the second of their 3 timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. Third and 4.
From the shotgun, a throw for Dart. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And this is going to be another first down, as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 26.
To throw is Dart.
And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Now a signal and a timeout call, as it comes with 9 seconds to go in this first half of play.
So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. Here's Dart.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And his kick is absolutely perfect. And they will open things up a bit more. It's 24-7. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work to run it a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up third down. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Now on third and long, they'll look to throw. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
I like what they tried to do there. Tried to hit him with something quick, get the ball in his hands, and hope he could make some yards after the catch and pick up a first down. Weren't able to do so on that play.
They'll go. Here's Dart.
He's got his target. That's complete. He's to the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there. 68 yards. And the Giants continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point attempt here still to come. And the lead is now 24.
Makes the score Giants 31, Rams 7.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And not much doing on the return. Good coverage there. Going to stop him in his tracks at the 15-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Looking deep downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way down to the 24-yard line.
A gain of 61 yards.
40 got.
That's good for our Rams.
Stay 50, stay 50. 22. Hey, 50.
First and 10 at the 24-yard
Throwing to Stafford. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
At this point in the game and the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
Out of the gun, Stafford. The left side throw complete to Adams. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Stafford. That is caught. And the Rams are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
First and goal at the 7.
Throwing again is Stafford. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Sam Laporta from 6 yards away. And the Rams are able to cut into that deficit. Stafford and that Rams offense, they're going to stay out there and go for 2.
59.
They'll look to throw. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And this one incomplete. So they wait for the 2, they don't get it. The Rams kickoff team on the field, and here we go with the ball in the air. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage.
It's a loss of 1.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. From the gun, Dart. Oh, he tried to fit it in on the slant, and it's intercepted. And the Rams are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
2nd and 10 here as we sit in the 3rd quarter of this divisional round matchup. Going to be taken in here by Nacua. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
And it's third down.
From the gun, here's Stafford. And he can't get away from the pressure. The Giants get there. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Here we go on fourth. Stafford. He hits Adams, complete. And he is going to have the Rams first down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give them a new set of downs. Stafford. That is caught by Laporta. They'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. To throw is Stafford. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Giants are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
Intercepted. The Giants take over first and 10 at their own 11-yard line.
The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Now they've got the lead here getting late into the third quarter, and the passing game for them, it's been terrific. We've seen that, but the rushing game almost non-existent.
And with the lead and trying to finish this game off, they need the running game to come back to life. They need to get sparked that way, take some time off the clock, and keep the ball away from their opponents.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Okay, ready? Do this. Here we go, set.
Throwing his dart. That's complete. It's Nabers. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. If you're going to blitz, likely going to leave you in man coverage with this guy, and that is less than ideal.
It is, because just about any offense that has an elite receiver, if you blitz and have him in man coverage, you're going to him, even if he has an elite defender on him, because he usually knows where the ball is before the defender does.
It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second. Throwing, dart. He has Hyatt over the middle. And he'll be dropped at the 36. It's a good gain of 18 on a play that originated back at the 18. So from the 36 now, first and 10.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Hands it off out of the gun. And somehow he's going to get a yard out of this as he fought through that first contact. It's second down.
2 yards.
From the 38 now, here comes second and 8. Throwing from the gun here, dart. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down.
Brings up third down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Now they'll change things up. Throwing his dart. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have the Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's another Giants first down. First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
That's caught left side by Nabers. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Giants. Malik Neighbors, 51 yards. And the Giants are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this fourth quarter lead. The extra point splits the uprights, and they open the lead up now to 25.
38. Rams 13.
The kicking team out there for the Giants as they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Pass complete there to Nakua. Down the right sideline. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Puka Nakua, 66 yards. And the Rams get a bit closer. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Rams 20.
So still lots of work left to do, but here comes the onside kick. And this is going to be covered up by the Giants. The risk-reward of the onside kick, when you don't get it, the risk comes out to play, and here they gave up great field position.
And that's the key to everything, because you're trying your best to press advantages when you have them. And field position leads you to that type of play calling, whether you want to blitz or whether you want to throw the ball deep, those types of things. Now they've given up that type of field position, the advantage is switched to their opponent.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. They work now on 2nd and 9.
18. Let's go now.
Here's Dart. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Despite the lead here in the fourth, they're still taking shots.
Not content to sit on this lead at all. And to me, it raises the question of what's right in this game nowadays.
He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Now, how about this? They'll change it at the line. Dart to throw on 4th down. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. The Giants go on 4th, but come up empty. And that will force a turnover on downs. The Los Angeles offense set to begin their next drive. They knew this would be tough on the road divisional round, and that has certainly been the case with the deficit they face in this fourth quarter. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down.
That's good for Rams. First down. It's a game.
A shotgun snap for Stafford.
First down.
That's complete to the Porter. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down.
That's another Rams first down.
Stafford now to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down.
First and goal at the 5-yard line.
32. Look at
To the air again, Stafford. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. From 4 yards out. And the Rams have got it back to a 2-score game here in the fourth.
His kick is good.
Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit.
27.
So time definitely not in their favor. Down 2 scores, but they'll try the onside kick. And this will be recovered by the Giants. And that ought to just about do it. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to 9. And they have secured a spot in the conference championship, and now you can start to smell it at this point in the season, can't you?
You really can, because the focus has been one game at a time, not looking ahead. But when you get to the conference championship game and you know you're there, the Super Bowl does loom in the future.